CTPod. Conhecimento, tecnologia, networking e desenvolvimento. Esse episódio é um oferecimento via SoftPay.
Olá pessoal, sejam bem-vindos a mais um CTPod. Eu sou a Ana Laura Becker e eu estou aqui com a minha co-host Emily. Oi Emily, tudo bem?
Oi Ana, tudo bem? Tudo bem, pessoal?
Hoje a gente tá com dois convidados especiais e a gente vai falar em outra língua. A gente vai falar inglês e os nossos convidados são da Alemanha. Então a gente vai conversar aqui um pouquinho para entender essa visita deles aqui no Silotech Park. Hello, welcome to CTPod. It's our podcast from Silotech Park. I'd like you guys to present yourselves, tell where you're from, the university you guys come from.
So my name is Stefan Pelz and I'm a professor at the University of Applied Sciences in Rottenburg, which is in the southwest of Germany, so near Stuttgart. Maybe you know the city. Black Forest is or is nearby, and our university is dealing with let's say natural resources in a broad approach. Natural resources means the biomass coming from biomass and agriculture, from forestry and agriculture, but also the way how to use the biomass. So we have a wood department and we have also a renewable energy department, because wood is actually stored solar radiation, and you can use it in a material way and you can use it in an energetic way. My background is forestry and process engineering, so my academic background, and I've studied in Germany and in the US. And since quite a while we have projects with Latin America. From my point of view, one of the most important countries for getting changed our industry or our society and our economy.
So, thank you for the introduction. My name is Florian. I am working with Professor Pelz. This is my first time in Brazil, so unfortunately I cannot introduce myself in Portuguese yet, but maybe in the future. My background is renewable energy engineering, so I studied management of renewable energies and then went to the University of Applied Sciences in Rottenburg to do my master's course in sustainable energy competence. In that case, in this master's course, I worked a lot with Professor Pelz and had the opportunity to go to Ghana for quite some time, and we there got a project funded, so I'm working a lot with Africa. And during my work, as Professor Pelz said, we have our university has a lot of connections with, for example, Unicentro in Irati, as well as UTFPR in Curitiba. So I'm very happy to be able to come to Brazil and work with the professors here and also the students, because we have some postdocs and PhDs that are regularly visiting us in Germany. As well as we are sending students and PhD students to Irati to give ourselves the young researchers the opportunity to learn from each other and understand the situation that everybody is in. And as I said, I'm not a forestry researcher as Professor Pelz, but our university fits quite well to cooperate with Irati in this case, because the problems, or when we are talking about the natural forests, when you do not do anything is not natural anymore, because you have invasive species that are changing the whole forest. But to change this, first, of course, there is legislation that has to be changed at least a little bit, but then you also need options to profit from the management, like the sustainable management. Our goal is not to cut down, but to manage to sustain the natural forest. And at our university we have a focus on forestry, on, as he said, on energy, but also wood technology and architecture. So these are like the first part is like how to do it. Second would be how to profit from the forests, and therefore it's very very good for us to have the possibility to come here, learn, see how you handle things, what are your problems, and then also to welcome Brazilians in Germany, for them to learn what kind of problems we have and how we deal with them, and so I think that's a very good the exchange is very fruitful, and I'm very thankful for that. And also thank you very much for welcoming us here at the Tech Park.
So you guys came to visit the Tech Park, you guys went to other places here, the hospital. How do you guys see the Sila Tech Park here in Guarapuava? What did you guys think about it, the actions that we have here, the projects?
Yes, for me it's like an example for not only Brazil but also for other countries. How can universities or research institutions can work together with industry to reach a real challenging goal? And especially our field, of course, is connected to wood as a natural growing biomass or renewable biomass. And we reached a lot in our state. So our state in Germany, state of Baden-Württemberg, is at the forefront. So it's the first state in terms of realizing wood as a construction material, because the construction area is, and many people are not aware of that, causes 40% of the climate gas emissions currently.
Worldwide.
And this worldwide, and this has to change. Concrete is a very good material for construct buildings, but it's really worse in terms of the carbon footprint. And I think the approach here is very good, and in parallel to our activities. And so I think we can learn really good from each other. And there was a delegation of the Sila Tech Park and some guys from university and politics at our university in March this year, and we had a really good exchange, and we visited projects we have in Germany, so in our state, and we talked to discussed with the politics, and it was really an interesting exchange. And for me it was really fast, rapidly clear that we need to work together, and we hope that we can in our discussions today we can start a joint initiative, and so we can learn from each other, and we can maybe give a little push with our collaboration to a good development of this project, because it's really important.
What took you guys to Brazil?
Actually, the principal reason we are here is a project we have together with the Unicentro, the university, and with the university, the Federal University of Paraná. And there's quite a long time we already work together, and the overall topic is sustainability and develop forestry and the industry which is depending on forestry in a sustainable way.
Perfect.
And also to integrate, let's say, as a very important base for a bioeconomy, and not only the plantation forest but also the natural forest. Because there's a special situation here in Brazil that due to regulations and laws, it's not really possible to utilize or to get the resources from the natural forest. And we in Europe, or especially in Middle Europe, we have introduced, let's say 200 years ago, a system of forestry, which you can apply also in very sensitive areas. So without destroying nature, without removing species like Araucaria, and so there is a kind of concept which can be described as protection by utilization. So it's not a contrary, but it's actually a concept where you can deliver, or where you can have the products from the forests, which are crucial, because we won't reach a bioeconomy or a sustainable economy, a circular economy, without the biomass from the forests. And Brazil is a very special country because there are lots of possibilities. There are very good universities. There is a strong economy, strong companies, and there is a lot of biomass, forest biomass. And so it's really important to come together. And at this, especially in your project, so in this technology park, we find our philosophy of working at the university perfectly realized, because in our point of view, universities should deliver solutions for big problems. So we need to have, and that means it's not just work in the university, thinking and writing nice papers, but we also have to go to let's say society, or to the important actors of society, to work with them together in not only finding solutions but implementing of solutions, and this starts, and this is a very important aspect of our project, with integrating young scientists into this field of let's say scientific or applied scientific work. And Florian is a PhD student at our university, and is working in really challenging projects in Africa and also in Brazil. And for us it's important to learn from the young scientists. For us, for the older scientists and teachers at the university, because it's also let's say this process we need is a process which has to be done in collaboration, not only between research and industry, but also in collaboration with different generations. Because our generation caused a lot of problems we now are facing, but we, of course, if we are aware of that, then we have lots of experiences, because we have a couple of years behind us, and in collaboration with young people who are maybe more open for new solutions, or the mind is a bit fresher, then we can really get synergies in this kind of goal.
Sir, and you were talking about that some people from here come to there, and and what can we expect about this partnership? Because you were talking about that this work happens since long time ago, since 2010, if I'm not wrong. And what can we expect about this? Because in construction, we have already started some constructions here in the tech park using the engineered wood. And what can we expect about this?
Yeah. So we have in our state an initiative called Wood Construction Initiative, and it's a joint those are joint activities between the wood industry, architects, construction companies, and also communities, municipalities, and the state, and also federal organizations. Because as you experience here, changing construction or changing changing the construction or building sector has to do a lot with regulations, a lot with material science, how materials perform, how is the fire protection aspect can be realized, or what's about insulation and things like that. And the very important thing to convince the industry, or let's say the carpenter or the architects or the construction companies, is to offer systems and solutions, but of course in line to regulations. But so you have to change, or to improve regulations, you have to change and improve the way of thinking of the construction enterprises, and there is a so big advantage of using wood or engineered wood as a construction material, but the actors in the field, they have to experience that. And so it's very important here to build up wood constructions, hybrid wood constructions, because we don't want to get rid of concrete. It's not possible. It makes sense in let's say for founding the construction, and then for if you are in touch with the ground, and you need concrete, but you can reduce the share of concrete dramatically using engineered wood. And so we need to implement practical wise and legal wise solutions which can be directly implemented in the industry and in the practical realization of constructions. And this is a real challenge. We are in that topic active since 15 years maybe in our state, and it lasts more than 10 years to introduce a catalog of systems which are complying the fire protection aspect. For example, this is one of the most crucial aspect. And last year we published together with the federal government and the state government, let's say a big book. How can you use wood constructions in different applications? So it's a real long process, and so this process can be transferred to Brazil, not one-to-one, but we need to talk to analyze with the colleagues here how this work, which was really long, time-consuming, can be implemented here much faster, maybe in 1 or 2 years. And this is a very important outcome we expect. For example, concretely, and I think especially to exchange, to have an exchange of people, of persons, of experts, of engineers, of professors, of students. This makes really sense to have, or to build up the, let's say, the next generation of sustainable construction.
Nice. The guys are telling that you guys have time.
Yes, I think so.
But thank you so much for open here, telling about this project you guys have. We hope we can interview you guys again to tell that we are actually implementing everything and everything is flowing. So thank you so much. Come back here again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, guys.
No,
it was a pleasure to meet you and to know your projects.
Yeah.
We are totally open to new ideas because we are stimulating our ecosystem to build these things. So thank you so much.
So, Emily, Anna, thank you.
Thank you very much
for receiving us. And the best for the project, the best for the park. And let's see. Let's talk again next year or in 2 years,
sure.
And I think we will have then to report new messages or news about the topics.
We are already expecting, so next year
Okay.
we're having a podcast with you guys.
Hope you see you soon.
Great.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Tchau, tchau, pessoal.
Tchau.
CTPod. Conhecimento, tecnologia, networking e desenvolvimento. Esse episódio é um oferecimento via SoftPay. Apresentação e edição de Ana Laura Becker e Emily Franz.
O CTPod é o podcast oficial do Silotech Park.
Para mais informações, acesse ctp.org.br.
Para sugestões, o nosso Instagram é @ctp.br.
Essa gravação foi feita nos estúdios do CTP.